Hey guys, it's Christina, and I am so excited because I am joined by Olympic gold medalist Dorothy Hamill. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing very well. You look fantastic.
Thank
Yes,
you. You do too.
Thank you. Enjoying this beautiful 75-degree weather we have in New York City in February.
Gorgeous.
It's crazy.
And they're freezing out in California.
I know.
What's up with that?
Who knew? So
great.
how is everything going?
Everything's great.
Yeah.
Yep. Life is great.
Life is great. You are keeping up with the Olympics, I would imagine.
I am. I'm
Yes.
trying to.
You're trying to.
If I haven't seen it, I've recorded it. But yeah, it's fascinating.
What is it like watching the Olympics as a former athlete?
Yeah. It's like another life.
I'm sure.
Another person.
Mm-hmm.
What they do these days is just off the charts incredible.
Yeah.
They're just so flexible, and the technical things they do. It's a different sport now.
Is it? Yeah. What would you say is probably the biggest difference besides the technicalities and everything that and the tricks and the jumps and everything that they're doing? How is skating different than when you were skating?
Well, they don't have the figures, the compulsory figures, which were five hours out of the day you had to practice. You know, getting up at 5 in the morning, and only 2 hours were spent on the on the free skating, which now that's what they do.
Right.
So, but they're professionals. They're not amateurs. And the coaches and choreographers and the costume designers, we didn't have any of that.
No.
We were loving hands at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelle says morning from Washington State. Vicky Ann says good morning from Tasmania. Oh, very exciting. Worldwide.
Really?
Yes.
Yikes.
Everybody, please send in your questions and your comments for Dorothy. So, I mean, take me back to 1976. You were 19 years old. You just win your first gold medal. What kind of goes through your mind at that point?
You know, I was so sheltered, and I made my own little bubble. My own little world, and skating was it to me. I was really shy. So I could be out there with music and twirling around in my little world. I didn't have to talk to anybody. So so the Olympics was just something, that was part of the progress of competing and doing better and doing better. And then who knew, the Olympics, it was kind of a dream towards the last few years when I was training. But it never occurred to me that I would actually win the Olympics someday. So,
yeah. When did you first realize, because I know you started when you were about 8 years old, when did you first realize you're like, wow, I'm really good at this?
I've never said I'm really good at this.
Oh, please, come on. How can you not?
I think it's that always searching to be perfect, which is never going to happen. So
Right.
But I just loved it. It was my passion. It was everything I did. I skated on ponds, public sessions, and I never thought I was good, but I always had great teachers, and it was more wanting to do what they wanted and what pleased them. So I always had someone I was trying to get approval from.
Sure, yeah. Sam is wondering if you've seen I, Tonya. Do you have a review for it?
I have seen I, Tonya, Sam, and I'm not a movie critic, and it's Hollywood, and I know, and so it's hard for me to say, whether it's a good movie or there's great acting in it for sure. So in my opinion, I was very entertained.
Yes.
But because I know Tonya and Nancy, the characters are, it's Hollywood. The characters are amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a review, but it's
probably
fun and entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably interesting watching a movie like that too, since you know the people that are the characters that it's based off of. Yeah.
But Allison Janney.
Oh yeah.
Oh
she's
my gosh, she's
fantastic.
fabulous.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
Who knows? She may win an Oscar.
You never
coming
know.
up.
It was fun though. I really enjoyed watching it.
So who are you rooting for in Pyeongchang? I know we finished with the men's competition and the team competition, but we're kind of in the midst of the women's competition.
Ladies, yes. So, gosh, the Americans, of course. But watching Mariah do her triple axel in the team competition, I was blown away. It was so solid. So, I'm sort of rooting for anybody who performs well, and that's such a pablum answer, but because I was not there, but I was in the Olympics once, it's just nice to see skating where I can sort of not be judgmental. And I sort of feel like, even though I don't get anxious, I feel like I want to get out there and help them or, sort of lead them through it. But I just you know, I just want to see great skating.
Yeah, I mean, how difficult is that to land a triple axel like that?
I
mean,
wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think Midori Ito was the first one to attempt one. And she was breathtakingly beautiful. And that was, I don't know, I hate to say, maybe 15 years ago, maybe more. I don't know. But I just can't even imagine what it's like to land one, and to land one under the pressure. She's under, they're under. But just the triples and quads the guys are doing off the charts.
Sure, yeah. I mean, let's talk about Nathan Chen, the quad god.
I know.
I mean, you know, he had a pretty shaky short form program, but then I think he kind of redeemed himself. I mean, look, I mean, he was amazing.
Oh yeah, isn't he? And I saw Nathan when he was just a little boy.
Really?
He did an exhibition. And we just couldn't, we were speechless because he did the most incredible program. And to see how much he's improved in all the jumps, because at a certain point you think, oh, he's a phenom and, you know, maybe they'll burn out. He's just gotten better and better. So, but he's young and, you know, really just experiencing the, you know, the international scene. And I think he has a great future.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
What about Adam Rapon?
Oh,
he's so fun.
He's sweet. Yes, he's sweet. That's probably not the word to say, but he's right out there. He says what he feels, and he is sort of joyous about skating, and I love that he's passionate about what he does and what he's brought to the sport. And I know he said he can't really compete with quad,
right.
but he brings his own sort of talent and flair. Yeah,
definitely. So what advice would you have for the ladies? They're like currently 9th, 10th, and 11th going into the free skate. So what kind of advice do you have for them? Kind of
advice.
It's a tough position to be in.
And for me to give advice to those youngsters, they've had more, you know, training than I have in any way. And so right now they have nothing to lose. Yeah. So just go out, and it's easy to say, just go out and do your thing. And often if you can relieve yourself of some of that pressure, but you always want to do your best. So, you know, I really, the only advice I can say is do your best. Right. But that's what they're all trying to do anyway.
Right. Does the pressure come off a little bit when you're kind of in, because I think for Nathan, he said he just wanted to go out there and just skate as best he could. The pressure was off. He just wanted to go out there and have fun. And
which it looked like he did.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the pressure's up. I mean, it's still the Olympics, and you're still representing your country. And you know, if you know that even if I get my best score ever, if I'm not going to get a medal. So I don't know if the pressure's off, but at least they're not like right up there first, second, or third right now, because then the pressure is like, okay, I can't mess up.
Can't mess up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but there's going to be pressure no matter what, and it is, you know, there are ladies, there are U.S. representatives. So.
Definitely. Liz is saying your hair is epic. What products did you use in the 70s, and what products now?
Okay, so. Well, right now I'm using Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin, and Nails.
Very nice.
But it's really gray. But the 70s, I was always trying something new, but Short and Sassy was what I was using then, and I thought I had a bottle left still, but I don't know where. Probably in one of my moves. I just wanted to keep it for sake. But now I use various ones. Oscar Blondie, I like this.
I like Oscar Blondie too.
Yeah. So anyway, but thank you. Epic. I don't know if I used to get hate mail once in a while.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How
for
come?
Hairdressers would say, please change your hairstyle. You know, I'm sick of it.
Really?
I'm sick of cutting them.
But that's so funny because your hair was epic. Everybody had your haircut.
Well,
that's so.
I think hairdressers or hairstylists decided they cut enough of them. People who come in with curls everywhere, which I, of course, always wanted.
Right. Yeah. That's so funny. Do people still come up to you and be like, I had your haircut back in the day, or show you pictures, I'm sure.
They do, and sometimes I have to say, I'm sorry. I had one girl whose father didn't talk to her for years because she had long hair, and she went and had it cut off.
That's and so funny.
It is funny.
That's amazing.
So I'm sorry.
Well, you are still in such fabulous shape. What is your secret?
I'm trying.
You look fantastic.
Well, thank you. It's work, you know, trying to find something that's healthy that I can do that's not skating, because I really can't do that so much anymore. So, you know, I try and keep active, and I try and eat well, and try and get sleep. You know, those are the things I've had the most challenges with. So I'm very happy to actually be partnering with Nature's Bounty, because these are the things that I'm actually able to use. Melatonin, so I can get to sleep faster, stay asleep. I've had some bone problems because of, you know, cancer
Right,
diagnosis and all that. So the vitamin D and calcium I have to take, and my doctor's always telling me. So, and just being active. Just, it doesn't have to be big, a little, you know, just taking the stairs and up the elevator, and, you know, walking the farthest, parking farthest from the store, walking just to get a little more steps. At the airport, I tend to take the stairs if they're not too steep, you know, some of those escalators.
Right. It's got to constantly be in motion.
Yeah. And so those things in finding a passion, you know, skating was it for me forever. And now, you know, walking my dogs or my grand dogs, and, you know, biking and hiking and just things that are fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you know,
great.
I've started to do some meditating and a little bit of different things. I'm really trying to sort of be healthy from within as opposed to beating myself up. Well, I didn't work out today.
You got to feel good all around.
Yeah. And life is good. I have a wonderful husband and well, you know, great kids and grandkids. And
did your daughter ever want to get into skating?
There was a very short window of time when she did. She was 9 or something, and I signed her up for lessons, and she realized after a little while it wasn't what she wanted to do. But I never was involved in any of that because I knew that that was what I loved. Yeah. And I never expected anybody else to be as, you know, insane about ice skating. I just loved it.
Yeah. Do you miss it?
I miss not being able to get out there and just enjoy it because I can't. Certain things I do, my back and my neck. Right. And, all that body slamming I did for years. Coming to a realization where I can't do that it's been a challenge. So now I'm really kind of finding things that I enjoy doing, and I don't have that hardcore Olympic. I gotta do this. So try not to beat myself up about it, and try to live in the moment.
Definitely. Did you ever think of doing like commentating like Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir?
They are so
Aren't
good.
They great?
Oh my gosh, they are so good and so funny, and they call it right.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They do their homework.
They do, and they're very informative, and so no, I could never. And I don't know enough about the system nowadays. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you a great skater from a not so great skater, and I can tell you what I like, but I can't tell you. You know, I'm learning more about what each judge is looking for, the technical judge, and it's complex, and they competed in that system, so they understand it. I'm still the 6.0 era.
Right. It's crazy. They packed 21 suitcases of clothes.
Well, I think they wore them all on the first night.
I think so too. They are a great team.
They are such a great team, and not just in skating.
Did you have a friendship, or did you get to know them at all?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I toured with both of them. Yeah. And Johnny is as sweet and darling as can be, and Tara, she was just this little thing the first couple of times we toured together, and I mean she got married last year, and I couldn't make the wedding. I wanted to, but it's a very small world, our skating world.
Is it a very, very tight-knit community?
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's just, that's part of what I miss about it, you know, just not seeing them every day. And I'm still very close and see a lot of the ones closer to my generation, a bunch. Yeah. But Tara and Johnny, you know, they're sort of in different areas on the globe, and certainly much more involved.
Do you coach at all?
They're fun.
Yeah.
I don't coach, but I've started a couple of programs for youngsters with various disabilities.
Yeah, that's great.
We're in Colorado now, and I'd like to start one there. Yeah. Exercise activity is just so important to everyone, especially youngsters that have physical abilities. And there's just something about, you know, the endorphins and the energy and the creativity, and the music, it makes me emotional just thinking about it. The joy they get, and the parents, you know, get to watch, and that's been a huge and special part of what I like to
it's a great thing for you
try
to
and
do.
pass along.
Yeah, that's amazing. Is there anything that you would want to see change in figure skating? Or Olympic sports in general?
No, I mean, Olympic sports, no, but what I love to see is for there to be a great future for ice skaters now, after they're competing, their competitive days. Because right now everybody thinks, oh, I can't do a quad, so I I can't be competitive or I can't skate. And there's so much inherent beauty in skating that we don't get to see because they have to do all this stuff in such a short time. So, you know, if an artistic form, there are a couple of theater, I hate to say theater, artistic dance companies on ice, you know, and it's just hard to get funding for the arts, as you know. But you know, they work with dance choreographers from the ballet, from modern dance, and every time one gets started, one, you know, sinks because they can't stay afloat. But there are so many great skaters that we don't get to see after they're competing.
Sure.
And there's so much more, you know, when you see one person skating, then you see two people skating, but if you see a whole chorus of 12 and 14, it's just like, you know, a flock of birds. It's just exquisite. So that's the only thing. I wouldn't change the Olympics, but it would be nice to have more creative, more of a theatrical, you know, bring some of the grace that we can see.
You want to see them after the Olympics and after the championships, definitely.
And they can do all of that beautiful stuff, but you don't see it because there's no opportunity.
There's no opportunity.
You have to keep moving.
What advice do you have for young skaters out there that want to eventually maybe go to the Olympics one day?
Yeah, so that's my advice is to take care of yourself, be really passionate about what you do, and just, you know, be a good person, because only one person every 4 years makes that gold medal, and there's so much more that skating teaches you. So as long as you're passionate about it, you love it, and you take care of yourself, then you'll find a way, whether it's the Olympics or something else.
I love it. Dorothy, thank you so much.
Thank
it was
you.
so great seeing you.
And for fitness tips, people will go to naturesbounty.com, and I'm giving some tips, some physical tips, and to help people stay healthy.
I love it. Thank you so much. It was great seeing you.
Thank you so much. You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you. So do you.